Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back for your daily crypto news and analysis. And today we are going to be talking about Casper Network, aka Casper, the friendly ghost. Yes, I brought it back. I know that you guys were missing it a little bit, but regardless, guys, today we're going to be talking about Casper. I hope everybody's having a beautiful day or a beautiful night if you guys are out there in the world. There's been some pretty big moves being made by Casper. Listen, although it's still in the background, it's not the coolest kid in the class, right? They're sitting in the back of the room. Listen, Casper is kind of in the shadows right now. And we know that, right? We get that. But at the end of the day, we are still focused on what actually matters and what will lead to price action later on. And when I say later on, I mean in the coming weeks. Guys, focus on the bigger picture. The market could not be any more bullish, and Casper still is there. Casper will experience a bull run. I keep saying this. A lot of people still think that, not a lot of things are happening. But I want to remind you all right now that we are still very well early into alt season, and most altcoins have not started its major move to the upside. So with that being said, let's talk about a few things. So like I said, we were addressing a lot of the listings that were happening around Casper, like Bitstamp, for example, which is a new one, right? Like this is a big listing. Bitstamp is one of the largest exchanges in crypto. They have over 500,000 followers. They've been around since 2011. Bitstamp is a giant, and they listed Casper on the 14th. But also, guess what? We have another exchange. This is Centralized Exchange.io. They have roughly 100 and almost 36,000 followers. I'm not well known with this exchange because, again, I don't really keep up with a lot of these exchanges. But regardless, it looks like Casper's blockchain is reportedly purpose-built to plug into existing technology infrastructure and systems. Currently, Casper's native token Casper is not supported on Centralized Exchange.io, but your feedback may influence future listings. Now, this tells me that they're probably going to be listing Casper very soon. There was a ton of, there's quite a bit of demand for Casper. Let's just say that. So I wouldn't be surprised if we got Casper listed on Centralized Exchange.io very, very soon. But beyond that, right, like think about how many listings that is. So if this does pan out, then we are at roughly 5 exchange listings in just the last 3 months alone. Technically going back to December, it's like 4 months. But regardless, look at all the exchange listings. And this is from the CFO/COO at Casper Network. Like I said, they are putting in work. People are completely oblivious to how much work the Casper Network team has been putting in. We have the past 6 months have been busy at the Casper Association, and I, for one, am extremely proud of the hard work and systematic diligence the team has put behind their efforts. These efforts, combined with high levels of professionalism, continue to pay off. In the last 6 months, the Casper Network has been integrated onto Bitvavo.com, December of 2023, Bybit, February 2024, Bit2Me, February 2024, and as of today, Bitstamp. And of course, like I said, this could very well make 5 if we do get listed on centralizedexchange.io, but this is just the beginning. Listen, as we really look at what's happening, there's a lot more still left in the chamber for Casper. We have developments like these open access to our community of builders, entrepreneurs, and supports, enabling them to validate transactions and better secure the network. Looking forward to what the rest of 2024 has in store. And, as we really look at this, like, look at some of these names and look at how big they are. Bybit, for an example, is like one of the largest exchanges in the space, 3.1 million followers. Bit2Me also has about roughly 88K followers, but then Bitstamp, guys, Bitstamp's up there. If we look at Casper right now, right, there's still a ton of other listing opportunity for Casper. But when we look at these exchanges and when we look at the top tier exchanges, we're on Bybit, which, like I said, it's the number 3. But realistically speaking, going off the weekly visits, going off the trading volume, I don't see how this isn't number 2. There's a lot more demand for Bybit than Coinbase right now. But then we look at some of these other names like Bitstamp. Bitstamp's number 13 on the list. There's still a lot of focus on Bitstamp. But when we look at Casper, we could still be listed on Coinbase, on Binance. There's still a lot of listing opportunity, even Kraken, right? So when we really look at Casper, this is just a start. I'm very excited for this. You could clearly see the work being put in. I know right now the price isn't, that sexy for most people, but we'll get there, right? And I listen, I put my money where my mouth is. Casper is still my number one holding. And I've talked about this. I have not swayed at all when it comes to Casper. Even during the IPW nonsense that everyone was, overreacting to, I did not sway. And it's because I still look at what's happening here. There's still a ton of connections. One of those connections actually is AI. So everyone knows how big the AI category is within crypto right now. Here's AI and big data for an example. Almost $43 billion in market cap, trading volume over $6 billion. These AI projects have been going absolutely crazy. But when we really look at AI, what's going to be the biggest driver of success for AI? It's going to be enterprise grade adoption. How do we get there? Well, let's actually look at a few things. So Casper is actually going to be attending the NvidiaGTC, and they're going to be talking about AI governance and the need for improved standards in light of new regulations. And this is going to be a pretty big event. This is happening from today to the 21st. We've been looking into this. There's a lot of players that are going to be here. If you actually want to look more so into the agenda, you guys are more than welcome to. If you look at the sponsors and the names on this list, you have some pretty big names on here. So you have Amazon Web Services, Dell Technologies, Google Cloud, Oracle, Microsoft as well. There's some other pretty big names here. All of these are enterprise names. Like, these are some very, very large players. And the list goes on and on. IBM is going to be there, which we already know. IBM is working with Casper. I've talked about it. Accenture, Giant. There's so many names. And like I said, the list goes on and on and on and on. And most of these names, like I said, are all enterprise names, business companies, you name it. So very, very significant events. And if you wanted to actually look at the topics, you could see all of them here. There's a lot to really kind of go over. But I do think that standardization and things regarding what we need in place in order for AI to actually be realized in that scale is definitely going to be brought up in question. Now, I've talked about this a little bit, right? Like, AI definitely is a massive transformation. It is going to advance pretty much everything that we know of. It's already kind of starting to, right? Like, as we really look at AI, everyone has been talking about AI. And here's some other big names that are going to be there talking a little bit more about it. If we actually look at see more speakers, here are all of the speakers there. Again, clearly looking at the names here, there are some pretty heavy hitters here. But regardless, we are looking at what these businesses, what these companies, and what these organizations could do with AI. And every single time that we look at it, every single time that we address AI, guess what? We need something behind it, which is blockchain. And I've been saying this, right? Imagine all the companies that will tap into Brave AI with the help of IBM and Casper network. Blockchain technology is crucial for the power of AI to be realized at scale for enterprises and the entire world. This is why I focus on the connections behind the scenes for a lot of these gems like Casper and what could happen years down the road. The future is bright for the entire space. You just need to block out the nonsensical noise in the short term. And a lot of that noise is, well, it's meme coins, it's this, it's that. And it's also a lot of FUD. It's a lot of discussions around how IBW is going to kill Casper. Casper's done. Casper's dead. This, that, whatever. And, they're forgetting a lot of these big connections. And by the way, big shout out to Wrecked Wojak. He actually put a response to my post. And I even said, like, hey, I'm going to be making a video about this. And we have, they're building a whole team dedicated to the specific product. Nick, check this out. And here we have Meet With Me at NVIDIA. This is Henry Guo. I hope that I'm saying that name correctly. I'm probably not. But this is an individual actually from Casper. And we have over here, Vice President of Product Management AI at Casper Labs. This is a new hiree in March, leading the effort at Casper Labs to build the next generation of responsible AI governance and management software. In partnership with IBM, we aim to leverage Casper Labs' blockchain technology in collaboration with IBM to offer greater AI transparency, trust, insight, and auditability for our customers. And, again, like, as we really look at that, like, that's a very significant thing to note. And if we go back to November, when we got this article put out regarding blockchain technology is key to accelerating AI adoption, according to a new report. And yes, it is. This is 600 plus IT decision makers across the US, Europe, and China. And they all found a significant overlap between two emerging and complementary technologies, which is AI and blockchain. And within this, here are the key takeaways. While a vast majority of global respondents, 83%, have invested in AI, nearly half, 43%, believe it poses added risk to data integrity and security, revealing a need for stronger, more reliable data architecture. Over 70% of respondents associate blockchain with either improved data operability or greater transparency into datasets, and over half, 51%, believe the technology's best use case across industries is to work more efficiently with AI. An even greater majority, 71%, see AI and blockchain as fully complementary, indicating a critical level of comfort with and excitement for a future that brings the two technologies together. Blockchain is starting to be recognized particularly as a vital tool for solving AI's black box problem and driving more responsible AI innovation. And here you can see all of those statistics broken down fully. Regarding this, it's AI blockchain integration. That's what they're looking at. And again, when we go back to IBM, right, they already have Watson X, which is the AI and data platform that's built for business. And this is tapped in with Brave AI. This is also with Casper. And when we look at this, right, you can build and deploy AI apps with ease, scale AI workloads with all your data anywhere, monitor and govern the entire AI lifecycle, deliver intelligent customer care with conversational AI as well. And down here, we can actually see easily deploy and embed AI across your business, manage all data sources, and accelerate responsible AI workflows all on one platform. And when we look at this, right, like, I really do think everyone needs to focus on this, because guess what? The next generation of AI adoption and what we will see around AI and around enterprises, like everything that enterprises are going to be doing going forward, is going to be on AI and blockchain based technology. The ones that are actually building out the solutions for this right now are going to be the ones that really become the giants in this new world that's being built. Even when you look at the technology partners regarding IBM, right? This is with Watson X. Look at some of the names that are partners with IBM on this. These are very significant names. Now, you might be questioning, Nick, well, why isn't Casper on here? Why, isn't Casper listed? Well, because again, this is just the actual technology behind Watson X. This isn't the technology behind Brave AI. Brave AI is Casper. But as we look at this AI initiative, right? How are they going to have this fully scale? They still need Brave AI and blockchain-based technology. And that is where Casper fits into the entire play. And that's why when we go back over here to this breakdown of the Vice President of Product Management, and we see leading the effort at Casper Labs to build the next generation of responsible AI governance and management software in partnership with IBM, I look at what does IBM already have in terms of AI. They already have this all-in-one platform that could 100% benefit greatly from Brave AI. And even when we go back up here to the components and we go to Watson X data, or even governance technically, governance is the big one. We can actually see here that with all of these third-party platforms, right, it's all built for these third-party platforms, including Amazon Bedrock, Microsoft Azure, and even OpenAI. We have break open the black box with AI governance. And this is all through Watson X, right? There's no mention at all of Brave AI. But when you go over to Casper Labs Brave AI, this is the webinar. Now, I'm not going to submit this to actually, get access to this because this is a past webinar. You guys are more than welcome to go listen to it. But we have Brave AI defining the future of ethical AI governance. You have Casper Labs, IBM, and Watson X. When we really look at this, right, like the IBM Salesforce team will push Brave AI with Watson X. This gets me very, very excited about this. And even when you go over here to the model governance, you can see governing AI models and Watson X governance. This is the full breakdown of it. And again, no mention at all of Brave AI because it's on the back end. I always say the best way to have mass adoption is by simply having use of it without it even being realized. But as we look at IBM and Casper, this is definitely one that I've been watching for in terms of an actual partnership, because it's a huge partnership. Everyone needs to focus on it, especially if you are a Casper holder. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys definitely leave a like, subscribe, set notifications on because more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord in the description below. And with that being said, guys, it's been Nick. Thanks for watching. Peace out.